Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Gamalam Dungusiwa, short for Siwaphiwe. So I've decided to do this video so that you guys can just get to know me a little bit more, and so that you guys can actually understand why I say the things that I say, why I do the things that I do, why I love the things that I love. So I hope that you guys will enjoy the video. Please do not forget to subscribe, comment, like and share with your friends. I would really appreciate that. Without wasting any time, let's get right into it. So, Siwaphiwe. Very strange girl, not strange, I would say, but let me just say, Gamalam was quite a challenge because apparently I had 3 names. So it was Siwaphiwe, Usnoxolo, Umukiwe. So the people, whoever had to choose from these 3 names, which is Siwaphiwe, Usnoxolo, Umukiwe. But Siwaphiwe won. That's who I am. It was Siwaphiwe today. So igama lam Siwaphiwe, ifani yam Kweyama. I am originally I am coming from the Eastern Cape to Mxhosa. I come from the Eastern Cape kwindawo ekuthiwa kuseGcuwa, Butterworth, kwilali yakundabakazi ekuthiwa kusemziteni. Abantu abaninzi ke bathi kuzangwa, but either or emziteni or kuzangwa, but ikundabakazi. That's where I am from originally. I was born on the 25th of December 1992. I'm not even ashamed. That's who I am. That's my age. To go 25 December 1992. I was raised by abazali bakamamam omadlamini nomaduna kwalanga. So as much as Dungo was the Eastern Cape, ndiligoduka. I grew up eKapa kwalanga. I studied in Cape Town. I went to Ethlo North Primary School. In terms of my primary schools, I went to Domen High School in terms of a high school in Yam. And then I struggled for 2 years to get into varsity because my marks weren't really good for Badingene varsity. So I went and upgraded my marks. But when I applied after my marks had upgraded, it was too late. So I was like, no, I'm not sitting at home again for another year. So I opted out for Iwusu. My dad, my late father, may he rest in peace, one Ewusu. So Ewusu, I got there and I enrolled for hospitality management. 2013 was just a challenging year for me because it showed me that I can be independent. I was renting a flat, it was quite a challenging year, but it was also an eye-opener. That year because I had a lot of responsibility, and it was not a responsibility of Nyumdu, of course, it was my responsibility. So it was quite a challenging year. So I went there in 2013 Ebika to do hospitality management. But hey, I knew behind him. I called my mom and I said, girl, I'm not going to do this for 3 years. So my mom, Usis Nozi, she went to apply a CPUT, which is known as Cape Peninsula University of Technology. And I initially wanted to do journalism. But they never accepted me for journalism, but they accepted me to study public relations management. At first I was reluctant, I wasn't sure about this is what I want, especially the first year, it was a lot of work, but I actually fell in love with it. And as much as I felt like, no, I'm not going to do a BTech in this course, but I decided, I've got nothing to lose, let me just do a BTech course, a PR, and I really fell in love with it, And for now, I'm currently working for a radio station, Tiger 104 FM. Guys, I love my job. Of course, there's nothing that does not have its challenges. There are challenges each and every day, but my job is so fulfilling spiritually and emotionally. So, you know, when I'm on air, I would randomly get messages that have nothing to do with the topic at hand, but you know, aba makulu or makulu bam or mama bam, they would call and be like, Siwa, Ndanam, God bless you for the work that you are doing, you know, may you never lack. They would just speak a blessing over my life. So my job is really fulfilling, guys, in terms of my emotional being and my spiritual being. Yeah, so basically that's me and what I do for a living. Diakons a New Jerusalem International Ministry under the leadership of Prophet V. Gyani and his beautiful wife, Prophetess Amorin Gyani. I'm a daughter there and I'm loving it. I'm a praise and worship leader, Payana. Those of you who know me will know that I love worship. Of course, if you guys have been following my YouTube channel, you will know that I'm a lover of worship. So basically that's who I am. So I asked a few people to actually just send me a few questions in terms of what they would want to know about me as a person, and I've written the questions. I tapped them out on my PC, so once in a while I'm going to be looking towards this direction. Yeah. And then let's just get through these questions. They are so funny. Some of them are funny, some of them are interesting, some of them are some of them are just Anyway, let's get right into it. The first question says, what is your biggest fear in life? Guys, my biggest fear in life, I think it's not even one. I've got quite a few fears, but I don't allow those fears to control me. But I think my biggest fear is dying without having fulfilled my purpose in life. You know, I really believe that I'm called. I really believe that I'm called to change and transform lives through worship. And that's what I really, really want. And olona loyiko lwam kukuba one day kuthiwa uSiwaphiwe akasekho, and I never ever fulfilled the purpose of being that transformational worshiper, you know, that different and unique worshiper that I believe I'm called to become. So that's my biggest fear. And guys, I fear rejection so much. I don't even want to dwell with rejection for now. Maybe one other day I'll talk about it, but I really, really fear being rejected. As a result, I've learned to not get too attached ebantwini, be it a person, be it a group of people, you know, be it a relationship or be it a particular cause, be it umsebenzi that I've been praying for to be rejected. I really, really it really messes me up as a person. But I've learned to just, you know, be more attached to Ubao and his purpose for my life. I hope I'm making sense. The second question says, what do you do in your spare time and what is your favorite hobby or hobbies? Two things, guys. Guys, I love listening to music, and I'm not even specific, or I'm not picky in terms of what music I listen to. I listen to all sorts of music, be it umculo that is associated to a certain type of person or people or a group of people. I love music in general. I just love listening to music, and I love baking. I know I've got a lot to learn in terms of baking, but I truly, truly, truly love baking. So those are the two things that I love to do in my spare time. And obviously a bit of sleeping here and there, catching up on some sleep. So yeah, but yeah, obviously when there is time to sleep. And then another one says, what has kept you going in life? What has made you to be strong and not to give up? Mamialam does say it's God. It has been God. I remember there's a conference that we once went to Atlantis as a group. It had a big one for FM, and there was a lady there. She would say it was God. Jonga, I fell in love with her. But I think I can relate to her. You know, there's so many things that have taken place, so many occasions that have taken place in my life. But what has kept me standing? It's God. It's God, it's prayer, it's his word, it's worship. But in a nutshell, it has been God. And then another question says, what makes you content Yabona ke, this is a tricky question because andifuna ukuthi I'm content. I'm not yet content because there's so much that I still want to do. There's still so much that I still want to achieve. So I'm not yet content, but in the process ke ngoku of achieving these things that I want to achieve, in the process of becoming who I want to become, one thing that really keeps me grounded, one thing that really keeps me sane is worship. Guys, you know, I've been through a lot, and I promise you, into eyabangela uba ndidlule in the hardships, you know, and the trials and the challenges that I've been through, it's worship. It doesn't matter whether I'm happy or I'm sad. I always worship. I always sing a song to God. You know, I always cry to God, and I'm not crying ditule. There's a song that I'm singing. So what has kept me grounded and kept me standing, you know, it's definitely worship. You know, it's definitely worship. And I know there's another question, Eti, what prevents you from shaking, Siwa, or being shaken in your life of salvation? And I say I'm always shaken. If I can be honest, I am always shaken. But praise be to God. As much as ndiba shaken, I am never moved. I am never moved, guys. I still believe in God. You know, I still believe in God, uThixo nguThixo, regardless of all the things that may befall me or may happen, but I still believe in God. And I think that's what keeps me firm. As much as ndingaba shaken, but listen, I am not moved. I'm shaken, but I'm not moved. Yep. And then another question says, what is the first thing you do in the morning when you start your day, and what is the last thing you do when you finish your day? I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be spiritual about this response. The first thing that I do, obviously, is I always go to my phone and check if I have any messages, and respond to those messages, or I just listen to a worship song. Even when I go to bed, I check my messages and I listen. I always, I start my day basically with a worship song and end my day with a worship song. That is just me. That's how much I love music. So basically that's what I do. And then the last question says, you're a woman of many talents. What is the one thing on Konduba? This is what I'm called for, and what are you doing about it? Honey, listen. I know I studied EPR, and I don't regret studying EPR because I don't feel that it's far from what I'm called to do. You know, I feel like my calling, which is praise and worship, leading worship, and my career, which is public relations and media, zidibane to a certain extent. But if I can be really, really honest, I love my job as a radio presenter. I love managing his social media pages, Abantu. I love a lot of things that have to do with EPR. But if I can really be honest, guys, I really love worship. I love worship. Like the days that have been gloomy, where I felt like, you know what, I don't think they survive Alendo. But through worship, I've survived quite a lot of things. You know, so definitely I'm passionate about worship. I've been blessed enough to be featured by Umamu Zaza recently. To answer the second part of the question, I was featured by Umamu Zaza in her album, and I'm actually working on my own single coming right up before this year ends. Move. Hopefully it will be Move and another second song. I'm praying about it. But that's what I'm doing in terms of my passion about e-worship. And I've also been assisting a few churches in terms of growing e-worship teams. So that's really, really, really what I'm passionate about, worship. The last question, Jonga, I've been laughing the whole day when I received these questions, because I think I got this question 10 times. 10 times, Mdase. 10 times where people were asking me the same question. It's like, Siwa, are you dating? Are you in a relationship? Mamela, let me take a sip. My coffee is a bit cold, but I'll take a sip. So, I'm not dating, guys. I'm not dating. I'm not dating. Khona islogan sabazalwane esithi andijoli andijolisi. Well, yeah, I'm not dating. I'm single, and I'm not gonna lie. The season of being single is not an easy single, especially if you are approaching your 30s. It's not easy, but I've taken a conscious, and deliberate and intentional decision to actually enjoy my singleness, to actually maximize on my time of singleness, to focus on the things that matter, which is my passion, my purpose, which is worship, and just to become a better person, so that I figure, Mr. Right, if we are figure, afike ndingumntu ongcono, afike naye emntwini who has a few things to offer on the table. So I'm definitely single. I'm single and ndodwa, but yeah, there's a song that says angingedwa. So I'm definitely single, guys. I'm single. And then someone, I think I didn't type this question, someone was asking what is my favorite Bible verse. Yeah, I have quite a lot Bible verses that are my favorites. Yeah, so it means it, guys, and I've been trying to choose one. Where's Bible verses that I really love? I've been trying to choose one, but zininzi, guys. I'm thinking as I'm speaking, but which one I can choose? I'm trying to think, but zininzi. But I think okwangoku I'll choose Romans 8 verse 28. All things work together for good for them that love God and are called according to his purpose. I also like Matthew 6 verse 33, where it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all its righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. I also like the book of Jeremiah, where God says, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you, I set you apart, I predestined you. Those are some of the verses that I love. But zininzi, guys, you have got quite a lot of verses that bless me, that speak to me in every season, ending at that particular time. So I've got quite a few Bible verses that I truly love. So yeah, that is my get to know me video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Just to or give you more insight or what you can expect from the channel. Definitely it's gonna be more music and less talk. I'm definitely gonna be having conversations with a few people. I'm going to be doing a lot of collaborations. I'm going to be having conversations with people, coffee conversations. So be on the lookout, subscribe, invite your friends to subscribe, like, comment, and share. So thank you so much, guys. May God bless you, and bye.